I'm here all week.
We're live here. I'm DM Doc coming from the Brothers and Dragons podcast. I'm here with Daniel Barras, who's going to be one of the players in the podcast. Say hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
See, and that's funny because we're both Dan. Daniel
That's
Barras and
right.
I go back. We both served in the Army together, but in this kind of nerd venture, you reach out to some of the geekiest nerds you know, and Uh, Dan definitely goes up there with going outside and making sure the stars are aligned once in a while, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So as I started off with Mike, let's hear a little bit from you, Dan. What's your background with Dungeons and Dragons, and what do you think you're bringing to the table?
So I used to play 3.5. I played other role-playing games like Vampire the Masquerade, Rifts. But when you told me you wanted to start a D&D group, I brushed up with 5.0, and I'm hoping this will be fun, especially with my brother here, Mr. Doc. So,
So
um,
you brushed up. Does that mean you're an expert now? And if we have any questions about any of the rules, you have them
of
memorized in your head?
course, of course, yes. It is now osmosis. I slept with them under my pillow.
I I didn't think about that. Maybe I should put them under my pillow tonight. So
There you
when you
go.
played, when you played, and you said 3.5 is where is that where you started playing, or did you play before that?
That's where I started playing. Yeah, and that's been years, because been busy with life. Uh, as you know, I got out of the Army in 2009 and started working at Raytheon here in California, and life caught up with us. So haven't had, I don't make friends easily. Um, and I can say I have maybe two or three friends in my life, you being one of them. So, uh, it's just the way it is.
Well, no, I appreciate that. I know that you've talked offline on chats and stuff with some of the guys, and they're definitely looking forward to this. So when you played 3.5, what kind of character did you have then?
So I was a dwarf paladin, and, and mostly I played my Vampire the Masquerade characters more often than not, and I was a Ventru, of a classical vampire. Um, that game's pretty cool in that they have the clans, sort of like you do on Blade, the House of Aramis, and, and so there's 13 clans, and you choose one that kind of represents your personality. So I like that a lot. I'm hoping to bring some of that to 5.0 because it looks like with these new rules, you can kind of do what you want to do. Notice that I'm now a human, chaotic good character with a loincloth, right? Is that what I'm seeing?
So,
This little
so
thing?
let's get there real quick then. When you did that your first 3.5, did you roll your own character or did somebody roll it for you?
No, they rolled it for me.
Okay, so that's not a new experience. And then we talked with Mike about I was goofing with Mike and said, tell everybody what you know about your character because how does it feel to get a character sheet with just a few numbers and like your alignment and what you look like? How does that feel?
Um, like I have no control. Also, I guess we're also uh, amnesiacs, right? We've lost memories. We don't know where we came from, where we're going.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
that's
Don't give
another
away
that's
too
another
much
fun.
because
Oh no,
I
I
share
just
with you a little bit more than I have with others
oh
because you're doing our fan art.
okay. Well, I heard you say that in the last podcast. You said to Mike that we've all lost our memory. So that's all. That's all fun too. I just know I don't know much about my character. I'm looking forward to this. What campaign is this take place? Is this Waterdeep? What is this? What is this area we're
So
in?
So part of this podcast idea was to help people create homebrew ideas, design their own worlds, and in fact, we're going to allow people to send in their own equipment that they've created that's out of the or not out of the books, outside the realm of D&D known. They can send in items, they can send in characters, they can send in backgrounds by sending it to brosandragons@gmail.com. Excuse me, but part of this is going to be there is no campaign. This is a world that we've created through big and small groups that I've been playing for a little bit over 3 years now. We started playing 2, jumped to 5. I didn't really like the rules in 3.5 and 4. 2 gave us a little bit more leeway, and we had a bunch of new people in the group. And we actually created this entire world. And I decided, well, we have this homebrew world. The podcast is to help people create, to help people use their imagination and go for their dreams. So we decided to go ahead and open it in our own little world. So if you go on the Twitters and go to @BrosAndDragons, there's a link there. I remember on my Twitter @IamDMDoc, I have one either to the forums or the website explaining the whole homebrew world. So if you go to the forums, you'll see a lot of the short stories and role playing that we were doing offline in the game. And then if you go to the website, then you'll be able to pick up on what the map looks like. Kinda. Again, we fill it in as we go because it is homebrew. So.
Okay. Now, is this the same place and campaign that I saw in your Facebook post where you had your Metatron cube and is that the same place or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we're doing these interviews, we explain more about me and then I want to explain about you guys, but
hey, it's all good.
When I DM, I want to create a fair environment for all the characters, but something to also teach in. So I took all the Metatron cube, all the flower of life, seed of life, all the sacred geometry stuff, and yes, you're do. The
Rubik's cube.
And when I put against these campaigns, I try to use stuff that would teach people real life stuff, and then most of my puzzles and riddles have something to do with that. So people get to work on real life stuff. So if you ever studied it before, you usually have a little hands up on the other guys, and you can give out, or you can decide if your character's even going to help or just watch everybody die. But that is a small little part of that great world of Adura that we're creating. So thank you for your question. Anything else I can share with you today?
Of course. Sure. Yeah. I noticed that my character was optimistic. That was the thing on the side there. So I'm looking at our past conversation here as I'm doing this because I couldn't read anything. I had to watch your video, but yeah, it looks fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. So.
So you want to plug anything at this point? Try to show me some business out for the family, or even just your little Twitter account?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm just at Daniel Barras. Simple, to the point.
And then when you go to it, you realize you're not that simple and to the point.
Yeah, geeks for life, baby. That's it.
All right. Well, like I said, it would be short. Thanks for your input. Again,
Rondo. It's got what plants crave. That's right.
This is going to be awesome.
It's got electrolytes.
You can follow us
Camacho 2016, baby.
Facebook and Twitter. We have a Facebook page, Bros and Dragons. We have a Facebook group, Bros and Dragons. We have on Twitter at Bros and Dragons. I am at DM Doc, and that's pretty much it for now. Share the video. We are looking forward to doing this as a group, and hopefully it all falls together well. So again, follow your dreams, everybody.